What up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Me, I'm doing good. Hope you're all doing good as well. What is today, Monday? It all blends together at this point. But I got an interesting one for you guys today. Had to take a sip of that 0-calorie monster to start the day. So, FSC Trucking, Steve, FSC Trucking, let me fix this camera before I take off. He did a live feed the other night. He had Shimon from Grinding Gears on there. That's not important, though. He was just in the beginning of the video. And he was sitting in his new place that he owns, I guess, or bought, or I don't know what the story is with that. But he was sitting in the new place, and he was chatting. And a troll account, one that we've never seen before, claimed that Billy Raines was in a mental hospital, right? That he was not doing well. And to anybody wondering, including Steve, Billy is not in a mental institution. He was in my Discord this morning. Uh, he swears up and down that he's okay. So there's some good news for y'all. But what is interesting is Steve really showed his true colors last night. That's what I want to kind of talk about. So when Steve read that comment, his reaction wasn't glee. His reaction wasn't humor, no comedy, right? It wasn't satisfaction, like, yeah, glad he's doing bad, right? You know what Steve's reaction was, guys? Concern. This camera is pissing me off. But his reaction was concern. The first thing he asked was if it was true. And you could tell it got him really upset. You know, granted he'd been drinking, he was a little emotional. But it's telling that somebody that is counter to him would run into difficulty, and instead of glee and joy, he showed concern. He showed compassion. He wanted to make sure that Billy was okay. He was ready to go move mountains for Billy, even though they were technically against each other at first. He was ready to go fucking kick down the walls of the insane asylum and drag Billy out of there. Right? And that's telling as to what Steve's character is, right? I've said it before in videos that I can't find anything negative about Steve. He seems like a genuine person, and the rumors about him don't seem to be true. That video, that live feed, kind of proved it. There's not many people in our little YouTube trucker sphere that we're in that would show concern or compassion for somebody. They would just be happy that someone they don't like is in a bad way, but not Steve. Steve showed genuine concern, right? And if Steve ever watches this video, Billy's all right, Steve. But I mean, that's like I said, that shows what kind of a person that Steve is, right? Sorry, that guy was pissing me off. private not for hire. You can private not for hire the back of this trailer. But anyway, this camera is really fucking pissing me off this morning, guys. But anyway, so the reason I bring that up, though, is because it takes us back to our three favorite YouTubers, right? Trucking Unfiltered, and these other two that are associated with Trucking Unfiltered that we can't talk about because they'll strike your channel for speaking the truth, right? But let's just say that they're a couple. They're a married couple that was originally from California that moved to Wisconsin, and now they truck together, right? But I'm not going to say who they are. But you guys could probably guess, right? Old A&M, but not from Texas, right? From California, but now in Wisconsin, and they really enjoy trucking together as a couple on the road, right? But I'm not going to say who they are. They're spreading these heinous rumors about people like Steve, right? And when they got called out for spreading those rumors, they threw a temper tantrum and lost their shit, right? But look at the person that they were spreading rumors about. Look at his live feed and tell me if you think after that live feed that anything that was said about Steve could remotely be true. Right, and again, guys, I know he was drinking, so he got a little emotional and shit, but, I mean, I feel like that was genuine. That Steve is a good dude. Right, and remember what Tommy said in my live feed. He said the people spreading these rumors will testify in court over it. Well, after Steve's live feed last night, your buddies are going to lose their court case there, Tommy. If there is one. Remember, you hitched your wagon to those people, so you're just as guilty. So I don't know. Steve's behavior in his live feed last night only cemented my dislike of the three people that were spreading these rumors. It makes me seriously dislike those people. This fucking camera, dude. I'm about to break this shit and throw it out the window. It's pissing me off. But, or not the camera, the mount, I guess. Fucked up New Mexico roads. But I just feel like those, like, I don't know how to put this. Elite exposing those fucking dirtbags was nothing but a net positive, right? And now they're going after him for exposing them. So they're going after Elite for exposing them for spreading lies. But the guy that they're spreading lies about is in a live feed showing compassion for somebody that he's against because he's genuinely a good person. I mean, you guys got to see how fucked up these people are. Right? Tim Gentry's one thing, right? Tim Gentry's doing good. You know, he's got a lot of positive going on for him right now. He really doesn't, he's not going to be harmed by any of this bullshit, right? In fact, he said that he actually enjoys the negativity because it draws views to his channel. You know, so, I mean, obviously you shouldn't spread falsehoods about people, which is why Elite exposed the people that he exposed. But, you know, Tim Gentry, you know, he can roll with the punches pretty well, I think. But as far as Steve goes, I mean, Steve hasn't made a single fucking drama video ever that I know of. There's nothing in his background that I could find that would paint him as a bad person. And then that live feed last night where he's like, I sure hope Billy's okay. If he needs anything, I'm going to be here for him. So that guy, Mr. If Billy's not okay, I got his back, that guy is supposed to be a bad person, according to two fucking dirtbags that used to live in California and moved to Wisconsin and they trucked together. Right? And those two dirtbags are mad that they got exposed for spreading lies about somebody who's genuinely a good person and has compassion. You think Tommy's going to come out and say, oh shit, you guys were right? Probably not. I would have a lot of respect for Tommy if he did, because that live feed, that showed a side of Steve that we don't usually see. You know, we just see YouTube Steve. But that was genuine compassion. That was a good person that we saw. And granted, Billy's okay, right? You know, he confirmed it. He's doing all right. Everything's good with Billy. But if it wasn't, Steve would have his fucking back. And he has no reason to. I've poked a little fun at Steve myself, but I've never spread bad rumors about him like those other people we're talking about that we can't name because they strike channels because they're cowards and they can't stand on what they say because they're dirtbags from California who moved to Wisconsin and they like to truck together. Right? That should show you how bad those two people are. And their little friend Tommy. It should show you how bad they really are. That's some dirtbag ass shit. Not a single apology from them either, right? They made a video recently where they were attacking Elite, and they did say sorry, but they didn't apologize to Steve. They didn't apologize to Tim. Well, they apologized to Tim on a phone call, but they didn't apologize to anybody publicly, right? They just said, hey, sorry we haven't been doing a lot with the channel. Sorry we've inconvenienced you guys with the channel. And then proceeded to not take any accountability for their fucking actions. Right? But Tommy is over here, Mr. Holier Than Thou, calling people instigators, calling people fake, calling people liars. Meanwhile, he's hanging around with the two largest fucking dirtbags in our little trucker sphere. They're my friends. I'd be proud to work for them. You fucking dipshit. Seriously, guys, after Steve's live feed, man, I gotta admit, I was a little pissed off. The impression I got from Steve is if I walked up to Steve and I flipped him off and said, fuck you, Steve, and then I turned around to walk away and I tripped and fell, he'd walk up and be like, hey man, are you okay? Even though I just flipped him off. That's the impression I got from Steve in that video, or that live feed, right? But Tommy and his two little friends, the dirtbags from California that moved to Wisconsin and like to truck together, are trying to spread rumors about that guy? To paint him in a bad light? Those guys are fucked up. And I don't know that I could be the bigger man like Steve and not fucking show them nothing but disdain. I don't know, guys. Again, if you didn't watch Steve's live feed, it got a lot of views. It was like 20-something thousand views as of last night. Well, it's probably got more now, but if you didn't watch it, go watch that live feed. At least skip to the hour and 50 mark and just watch Steve be a genuinely good person. He talks about, you know, he talks about a lot of stuff. It gets kind of personal, but it's genuine. And he shows compassion for somebody that he has no reason to be compassionate. He doesn't know Billy. But as soon as he heard Billy might be in trouble, he was ready to fucking move a mountain for the guy. But Tommy and his friends want to spread dirty fucking rumors and swear up and down that the shit's true, when I found zero evidence of it. Those people are fucked up. Those are terrible fucking people. But anyway, guys, that's what I got for this one. I think we've cemented who our target on YouTube is now. And, like, as far as Steve goes, Steve is a good guy, guys. He's definitely a bigger man than a lot of us to show compassion to people he has no reason to care about. So, anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. We'll see you in the next one.